Hi everyone, welcome back to Sam's Hair System and Grooming Tips. Today I'm going to be talking about itching. So this can be a very big cause for people getting rid of the hair system. I do know people that have had a hair system and it's itched them so much they just couldn't bear it anymore and they got rid of it. So I want to go through some of the reasons today and from my own personal experience why it itches and how you can prevent it. So, number one is sweating. So, if you sweat a lot, the glue will break down, the hair system might lift a bit, and you'll notice that you'll start getting an itch on your head. So usually the itching will end up happening when it gets to that point. So if the glue breaks down quickly, say after a week to week and a half, you'll start noticing the itching coming on. So that is one reason. Another one is your hair growing underneath. So when the hair starts to grow, it starts to push against the hair system and generally it will just start itching. So on my recommendation on that front, I would say it is better if you can shave your head, not just with clippers, but using a razor as well. Try and get it really close down. See, I don't do this all the time, purely because I have sensitive skin, so shaving the head can make it a bit irritable. So I do the lowest grade I can on my clippers and I go all the way down. Because I do sort of like a weekly to 2 weekly maintenance, I don't really get a problem with it. But you know, that can cause the itching as well because the hair is just trying to push through. It's more so if you're wearing like a poly thin skin base, it can, you know, it can really cause that irritation under the hair system. Another reason would be that you're not cleaning it regularly enough. So again, this comes down to the maintenance side. So you want to make sure if you're taking your hair system off, you're giving it a really deep clean. I'm talking about, you know, doing all the cotton, making sure you're using the C22 solvent to make sure it really breaks down that glue, get it all off as much as you can, giving your hair a really good sort of wash aside and on the top, at least twice, and then using a rubbing alcohol, 99% alcohol after to really dry out the the scalp of your head. And you want to do the same for the hair system. You need to make sure it's really clean and really dry. That will make sure you're going to get a really good hold from the glue onto your head, and that will mean you get a lot longer before the itching will start. Another reason can sometimes be the hair system itself. You might have got a hair system with, it might be a bad base. It's not guaranteed, it's just a possibility. It might be a low quality hair system. So again, if they're not made to top quality, then that can cause irritation on your scalp and make you go a bit crazy with it. One of the other final things I would say for your head itching, it might actually be that you have a slight allergic reaction to the glue that's going onto your head. So you've got multiple glues out there for hair systems. So I'd say before, if you haven't had a hair system yet, it might be a good idea to do a patch test somewhere on your body, like your arm or something like that, to see how the glue reacts to your skin. But that can be another reason why the itching can be a bit unbearable. And just to give out the pointer parts now on how to try and resolve this. So my number one method, absolute number one method for me that has worked really well, apart from the deep clean, is scalp protector. So after I've done a whole clean, I put the alcohol on my head to really dry it out. I use a scalp protector spray. And I spray that all on and I leave it for about 10 minutes. And that makes a huge difference to me. So I can find that makes the glue really hold for about an extra week. So I can easily go 2 weeks without a breakdown of the glue. I get no itching and it's really good. So I would really advise to get a scalp protector spray. I'll put a link. I'll use the Walker's scalp protector spray. Really good. I cannot, fault it, because I've done a test where I've had it without it, and I've done it recently. I purposely didn't use a scalp protector, and I had a week, and I got the itching within, like I say, the 6th day. The itching started, and then the 7th day, yeah, it was really itchy, and all the glue had really sort of broken down, and the hair system was really loose. So yeah, when I have the scalp protector, it has a firm hold for a good couple of weeks. So definitely look to get that. When it comes to trying to, say, scratch an itch, you are going to have a few problems. You don't want to be too forceful with it, scratching your head, because you could potentially damage the hair system. You could shed it a little bit, so that can make it a lot more difficult to maintain the system. One thing, or a few things that I do, I will press on the areas, and that will help with the itching. And I even do little hits as well, just like this. Another thing you can do is have like a lukewarm shower, just sort of help some of that irritation that's going through. And another thing I use like a gel pack, a cool gel pack, and I'll put that over my head if it does get really itchy and I haven't had time to do maintenance on it. So maybe I've got another couple of days until I can do it. So that is, another thing to consider doing if you do have the itching. So like I say, this is a big problem for a lot of people, which is again one of the reasons why I'm making this channel, so you can maintain this yourself. Once you get to this point and you're able to maintain your system, itching is not going to become a problem. But if you solely rely on like a salon or something like that, you may have to make sure you are regularly going, or using these tips. But usually the salons are getting really good now at all the stuff that they do. They do really good cleans. They use a scalp protector, so it's unlikely you're going to get a lot of that itching. But for people at home who are doing it themselves, yeah, it can become more of a common problem. So that's my part on itching. Please don't let it put you off, because like I say, there are ways around this. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and another one will be out shortly. Thank you.